Motivational Monday. I really get excited about Motivational Monday. I hope y'all do too. So, what are we going to talk about today? If you watch the other videos, then you know. Self-love, yes. Self-esteem, yes. So, self-love, it is very important. I'm going to do with y'all. I'm going to bring the Bible into this. The word says for us to love thy neighbor as we love ourselves. So to love your neighbor as you love yourself. So if you showing up all nasty, ugly, backbiting, gossipy, backstabbing, envious, and jealous, then that's how you love yourself and that's what you think of yourself. Because how you show up in the world is how you show up in here, okay? But if you're showing up selfless, loving, as a servant, willing to help, then you show servitude to yourself. You help yourself. And what does that self-care look like? I'm almost certain I've shared this before, but for me, it's very important that I have my days that I do nothing, which is another form of self-care. Saying no is acceptable. Having a time frame on your conversations or just determining when you will go out, when you won't go out. Putting yourself first is completely acceptable. Self-care may look like, for some, spending money, shopping. As you can hear my example, my self-care is actually retreating and just doing whatever I want to do. That could look like literally coming home and going to sleep the rest of the day, and I'm not feeling guilty about it. I didn't even eat, okay? I didn't do any home. I didn't do anything. I just went to bed. But self-care can look like going on a hike. For some, it might look like, for men, getting a haircut. Women, going and getting your hair done, your nails done. For men, getting a pedicure. It can look like mental health. Maybe you have signed up for counseling or seeing a psychiatrist, and so you are now once a month going to some kind of counseling service. It can look like, most certainly, what everybody should be doing is getting in the Word. But this ain't Bible study. This ain't Bible study. So it can show up differently for everyone, but learn what brings you joy, what recharges you, what grounds you and centers you. That is your self-care. Having self-compassion as well as accepting when things aren't looking right or are not in the up and up. Accepting when things are not going in your way. That's okay. Acceptance is a form of self-love. That's why I just spent this whole last week, or we spent the entire last week going over rejection. So accepting when you have that denial, accepting that rejection, accepting that so it doesn't manifest into something more. Also going into self-esteem. So you want to increase your self-esteem by way of positive affirmations. I have heard people say they look at themselves in the mirror and they reinforce themselves with positive words. It was actually a gentleman who said it, reaffirming himself that he is the head of the household. He is a king. He is a provider for his house. A woman can look like whatever it may be. You can do this with your children. You speak life to them and you just build them up in who they are, and you have them go and build themselves up. It can look like surrounding yourself in a supportive environment. When you have goals, dreams, and ideas, and you share them with the wrong people, it can dishearten you. It can cause you to deter away from what it is that you want to go to. That's why it's important in the company that you keep, but also your environment. Anyways, check the caption below for some additional practical steps, and I will see you on next Monday.